paradise between mountains and sea. Georgia is a strikingly beautiful nation, set between the rough Caucasus Mountains and the powerful waters of the Black Sea. Often described as a true earthly paradise, situated south of Russia and north of Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Turkey. Georgia rests in the center of the Caucasus, a region known as the birthplace of many ancient civilizations. The country covers about 6,700 square kilometers and has a population of nearly 4 million people. Its capital city is Tbilisi, and the native language is Kartuli, which UNESCO recognizes as a language that deserves protection. The people of Georgia. Georgians often have noticeable facial characteristics. Men are known for strong cheekbones, defined chins, and especially large noses. One reason for this feature is their close cultural connection with people living along Turkey's Black Sea coast. In terms of appearance, Georgians generally have fair or white skin, and their hair is most often black or dark brown. In addition, the country is home to over 300,000 Russians and Ukrainians. This increase is linked to the Russian-Ukrainian war that began in 2022. Local people are known for being very welcoming and kind. This is easy to notice from the warm expressions on their faces. As you walk through the streets, it is common to see people smiling at you or offering help. If you travel to Georgia, especially in the summer, you will clearly notice this friendliness when young people perform traditional Caucasian dances in the main squares of Tbilisi. Also, while moving around the city, you may often see people from Asian countries. They are not always tourists. Many of them come to Georgia for work or education. Economy and transportation. As you walk through the streets of Tbilisi, you will frequently notice German-made Mercedes vehicles. At the same time, Japanese brands such as Toyota and the more premium Lexus are also very common. Both right-hand and left-hand drive cars are permitted in the city. However, since right-hand drive cars are often older, left-hand drive vehicles appear more often. While discussing transportation, it is important to mention taxis. Taxis in Georgia are usually white and do not use taximeters. Before starting your trip, always agree on the price with the driver. The easiest way is to show your destination on your phone. Within the city, short rides usually cost around 20 lari, or €6, while longer trips such as to the airport are about 40 lari, or €15. The economy of Georgia is mainly driven by tourism and gambling taxes. Low tax rates, especially in cities like Batumi and Tbilisi, allow many casinos to operate. In many other countries, gambling taxes reach 30%, while in Georgia they range between 10 and 15%. This attracts a steady flow of foreign money into the country. Exploring the capital, Tbilisi. The capital city of Tbilisi presents memorable experiences both on land and on the water. The Peace Bridge crossing the Kura River, for instance, quickly catches your attention with its modern design, street sellers, and talented local musicians. Visitors can admire the city scenery through boat tours that usually cost around 25 lari. For about €1, you can ride cable cars operating on both sides of the river and observe the entire view from above. After this remarkable journey, make sure to visit the Angel Clock, which is considered one of the most captivating symbols of the city. Built in 2010 by a puppet artist, this clock delights visitors each hour as its bells ring and a small angel figure appears in motion. The streets of Tbilisi are known for their distinctive architectural style. When you come across buildings shaped by Soviet design or walk along stone-paved roads, you cannot help but smile. The atmosphere in street cafes is especially unique. Some people smoke, some enjoy drinks, others chat with friends, while some quietly read books. In the evenings, these cafes transform into lively gathering spots filled with music and energetic crowds. However, the true celebration begins after midnight, when well-dressed men and attractive women move with the rhythm of the music. Tbilisi nights become an unforgettable party. You do not even need to enter a club to feel this energy. Nearly every street becomes a performance space. You can enjoy watching stylish people pass by at any moment. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like so YouTube can recommend it to even more people. And if you're watching on your phone, tap the hype button right below. Social hubs and nightlife. The pulse of the nation can be felt at Freedom Square in Tbilisi. In this central location, Georgians have built structures that closely resemble Russian architectural styles. The city holds far more charm than what is visible at first glance. Tbilisi offers almost everything one might desire, except access to the sea. For young adults in their early 20s, there is a popular district called Fabrika located in the eastern part of the city. This area appeals to those who enjoy a creative and alternative environment. Fabrika was once a sewing factory during the Soviet period and has been converted into a hostel that attracts a young and lively crowd. Even visitors who do not stay there can still admire the preserved Soviet-era design. The factory courtyards are filled with modern cafes decorated in bright colors, creating a relaxed and open space where young people can gather freely. Guests can sit comfortably with their drinks and smoke while talking with friends. As night falls, Fabrika becomes vibrant as different music styles mix with the cheerful crowd. Today, it stands as one of the most important social centers for young people in Tbilisi. The most active nightlife in the capital is found in the square within the Old Town area. This is where Tbilisi truly shines after dark, displaying fashionable men and graceful women. The venues around the square welcome visitors with courtesy and warmth, but staying inside is not required. You can experience the lively mood directly from the streets. Here, you can admire stylish crowds or enjoy the sounds of Georgian dancers performing in the open square. A warm welcome. In Georgia, the saying, "a guest is a gift from God," is more than simple politeness. It represents a deep and respected belief. From the moment you enter someone's home, you become someone honored and protected. You are never allowed to feel hungry or thirsty, and above all, you are not expected to refuse what your host offers. This tradition reaches its highest form during the Supra, the traditional Georgian feast, which is much more than eating together. It is a ceremony that celebrates life, history, and belief, where tables are filled with food, wine is poured without pause, and everything is led by the tamada, the respected leader of the table. The tamada holds complete authority during the feast, deciding the order and meaning of each toast. After every toast, all guests are expected to empty their glasses fully. There is no place for sipping slowly and no permission to step away. To experience a supra without causing disrespect, guests must follow several unwritten rules. You should never pour wine for yourself. Be ready to drink from a horn that cannot be placed down until emptied. Politely decline food or drink using respectful words instead of saying no directly, and never plan to drive afterward. Drinking is not optional. It is a central part of the tradition. A supra can feel intense and tiring, yet it remains deeply memorable. Guests often feel truly valued and honored in a powerful way. Taking part in a supra is not only about tasting Georgian food. It is about experiencing the soul and spirit of the Georgian people. Living standards. The national currency is called the lari, also known as GL. Based on the current exchange rate, $1 equals about 3 lari. An interesting detail is that there is no officially defined minimum wage in the country. Many people earn money through hourly jobs or short-term contracts. Recent reports indicate that the average monthly income in Georgia ranges from 2,000 to 3,000 lari, which is roughly $750 to $900. While this income may seem low by European standards or by your own expectations, it is enough due to the strong purchasing power within the country. In addition, Georgia has a strong agricultural sector, allowing fresh fruits and vegetables to be sold at reasonable prices. The contradictions and charms of modern life. Across many streets, markets, and roadsides, you will often see people over the age of 50 trying to earn money through physical work. This quietly shows that many elderly people must continue working even after retirement. Living costs in Tbilisi are relatively high. For example, renting an average apartment in the capital costs around $700 per month. This is expensive when compared to local income levels. The main reason is the large wave of migration to Tbilisi in recent years. Many Slavic people have settled throughout the city, disrupting the balance between housing supply and demand and making affordable homes harder to find for locals. However, this migration also brings some positive effects. The beauty and style of Slavic women have turned the streets of Tbilisi into a living fashion scene. The clothing choices, elegant appearance, fair skin, and charm of Russian and Ukrainian women add a special energy to the city. Many of them are also friendly and open to conversation, even if you're not wealthy or do not own an expensive car. Speaking again about cars, Georgia can be a good place to buy one. Although used cars are more common, it is possible to purchase a newer and relatively luxurious model for around $20,000. Fuel costs are also not a major concern, as gasoline prices in Tbilisi are lower than in many European countries. No matter what type of vehicle you drive, caution on the roads is essential. Police patrols are very frequent, with officers positioned roughly every 100 meters. They stay alert and may request identification if they find something unusual. On the positive side, this strong police presence creates a feeling of safety and shows that the city is well prepared to handle problems. Practical advice for newcomers. If you plan to live in Georgia, it is highly recommended to learn at least basic Russian or Georgian. Many taxi drivers are older and do not speak English. In government offices, hospitals, and official procedures, these languages are mostly used. Still, there's no need to worry too much. In major cities like Tbilisi, Batumi, and Kutaisi, English is commonly spoken due to the large number of young people. If you're only visiting for a short time, language will not be a serious issue. The country welcomes many tourists, and most street signs are written in English. Even without using maps or translation apps, it is difficult to get lost. Street animals. There are several noticeable features on the streets of the capital city. One clear example is the large number of street dogs. These animals are generally calm and not aggressive, but statistics suggest there are around 80,000 stray animals living in Tbilisi. This can be an uncomfortable aspect of the city for people who are afraid of dogs. Because of the high number of animals, pedestrians often need to be careful while walking, as animal waste can frequently be found on sidewalks. In addition, even though Georgia is not a large country, news spreads very quickly among the population. For instance, if a serious crime happens, it soon becomes common knowledge. People across the country begin discussing the same event at the same time. A tour of Georgian cities. Now let us explore some of the major cities of Georgia. Batumi is a resort city located on the Black Sea and also serves as an important port. This coastal city has gone through a dramatic transformation, becoming a strong example of Georgia's development during the leadership of Mikhail Saakashvili. Tourism and gambling play a major role in Batumi's economy. Large numbers of tourists arrive every year, and casinos appear throughout the city, attracting nearly 400,000 visitors annually, mostly from Turkey where gambling is not allowed. The Turkish border is only a 15-minute drive away. The Old Town area features restored buildings from the 19th century, including Europe Square, the Cathedral of the Mother of God, and Piazza Square. One of the highlights of Batumi is the 10-kilometer-long Batumi Boulevard. It is an excellent place to watch beautiful sunsets. The area is filled with sculptures and constant activity throughout the day. Interestingly, Donald Trump once planned to build a hotel in Batumi, but withdrew the project when he decided to run for president. Popular attractions in Batumi include Gonyo Fortress, the Ali and Nino statue, Batumi Botanical Garden, the Chacha Clock Tower, and the Dancing Fountains. Gori is a city in eastern Georgia with a population of about 48,000 people. Gori Fortress is a medieval structure located on a rocky hill above the city, and first appeared in historical records during the 13th century. From the city, you can see a football stadium in the distance and a round building that serves as a police station. Gori is also the birthplace of Joseph Stalin, the former leader of the Soviet Union, and a museum dedicated to his life is located here. Another landmark is the Virgin Mary Cathedral, built in 1810. About 10 kilometers east of Gori lies Tbilisi, a rocky ancient city containing around 700 caves. This site and nearby archaeological remains date back to the early Bronze Age. The area is also known for its many lizards. Kutaisi is the third largest city in Georgia. It is often called the City of May and Roses. And roses can indeed be seen in front of many homes. The city is situated along the Rioni River and serves as the capital of the western Georgian region known as Imereti. Between 2012 and 2018, Kutaisi briefly became the seat of the Georgian parliament as part of a plan to reduce centralization. The city has a humid subtropical climate, and palm trees are common throughout the area. Key attractions include the Kolchis fountain in the central square and the Bagrati Cathedral. Built in the 11th century, the cathedral sits on a hill and offers visitors beautiful views of the city. While visiting, you can also enjoy listening to local musicians. Kakheti, the cradle of wine. Now let us explore another fascinating region of Georgia. If you enjoy wine, you will appreciate the eastern region called Kakheti. Kakheti, especially the Alazani Valley, is the largest wine-producing region in Georgia and is widely regarded as the birthplace of wine. The area contains hundreds of small and large wineries. Almost everywhere you go, people invite you to taste their wine. The town of Signagi sits on a steep hill overlooking the wide Alazani Valley and is known for its beautiful views and narrow cobblestone streets. Kazbegi and the Georgian Military Road. If mountains attract you, Kazbegi is a destination you should not miss. The road connecting Tbilisi to Kazbegi is called the Georgian Military Road and is famous for its scenic beauty. Along the way, you will pass the Zhinvali water reservoir. The dam was completed in 1986, forming a striking artificial lake with deep blue waters. You will also see Ananuri Castle, an 18th century fortress that is considered one of the most impressive churches in the country. Interestingly, visitors from many nations can be seen here, including Chinese newlyweds. Two rivers flow along the Georgian Military Road, known as the Black Aragvi and the White Aragvi. They meet near a place called Pasanauri, creating a visually unique scene. Continuing forward, you arrive in Gudori, the most well-known ski resort in Georgia. The ski season usually lasts from December to April. Visitors can also enjoy heli skiing, spa services, paragliding, and tubing. Gudori offers more than 64 kilometers of ski slopes and 15 ski lifts. However, tourism development sometimes brings challenges as well. The next stop is the Soviet-Georgian Friendship Memorial, constructed in the 1980s. This large semi-circular stone monument is set in a dramatic mountain landscape. Visitors can rent ATVs to explore the surrounding area. The views are breathtaking, though the weather in May can still feel quite cold. At the end of the Georgian Military Road stands Mount Kazbek, one of the major peaks of the Caucasus Mountains. Rising to about 5,000 meters, Kazbek is considered a potentially active volcano. The most famous site here is the Gergeti Trinity Church. The road leading to it can feel dangerous, with some sections appearing unstable. Its location makes it special, as it sits 2,200 meters above sea level overlooking the town of Stepansminda, surrounded by snow-covered mountains. Activities in this area include glacier hiking, rafting, and horseback riding. Russia is only 10 kilometers away from this point. Borjomi and Svaneti, nature and remoteness. If you enjoy parks and mineral water, Borjomi is a place you should visit. Borjomi is a resort town in central Georgia, famous for its mineral water springs located in Borjomi Central Park. Trails nearby pass through large natural areas of the park. To reach the springs more easily, we rented a four-wheel drive vehicle instead of walking long distances. The area offers beautiful hotel buildings, rich nature, and pleasant weather, making it a very enjoyable destination. Finally, we reach one of the most remote and exciting regions of Georgia, Svaneti, located in the northwest. This area is so isolated that poor road conditions can sometimes block access. In fact, cars could not reach the region until 1935. The main town is Mestia, which is filled with stone defense towers built between the 9th and 14th centuries. These towers once protected local people from invaders. Svaneti is an ancient land and home to the Svan people. Their culture survived for thousands of years due to isolation. Even today, locals plow fields by hand and animals freely walk through the streets. The Svan language is about 1,000 years older than Georgian. During winter, the region offers skiing, while in summer, chairlifts carry visitors up the mountains to enjoy the views. In the evenings, visitors can relax in local cafes while enjoying traditional music and dance. Today, tourists from many countries visit this peaceful and rainy region. This calm atmosphere is part of what defines Mestia. Georgian Cuisine. Now let us talk about Georgian food. If you enjoy meat and spicy flavors, Georgian cuisine will likely appeal to you. Each region of the country has its own traditional dishes. Khinkali is one of the most famous Georgian foods. These are large, juicy dumplings. The correct way to eat them is to hold the top part with your hand. Take a small bite to drink the soup inside, and then eat the rest while leaving the top aside. Khachapuri is a traditional cheese-filled bread. The most popular version is ajaruli, shaped like an open boat and topped with a raw egg. Church kela is a traditional Georgian sweet shaped like a candle. Nuts and sometimes raisins are placed on a string, dipped into thick grape juice, and then dried until they form a sausage-like shape. Drinks include a wide variety of lemonades and, of course, wine. Wine shops can be found everywhere. Georgia is recognized as one of the oldest wine-producing regions in the world. Georgia is truly a hidden gem that combines ancient history, breathtaking landscapes, warm hospitality, and unforgettable experiences. From the vibrant streets of Tbilisi to the wine regions of Kakheti, from the mountains of Kazbegi to the remote towers of Svaneti, this country offers something special for every traveler. Whether you're seeking adventure, culture, delicious food, or simply a place where guests are treated like gifts from God, Georgia welcomes you with open arms. Now we want to hear from you. Which part of Georgia caught your attention the most? Are you dreaming of experiencing a traditional super feast, exploring the ancient wine cellars of Kakheti, or hiking through the stunning Caucasus Mountains? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know where you'd love to visit first. If you enjoyed this journey through Georgia, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss our next adventure. We're exploring incredible destinations around the world, and we'd love to have you join us. See you in the next video, and until then, safe travels.